So, what you actually do is you have to measure the circle around your jar so you can be able to know where to put your double-sided stick glue to say. So the double-sided glue holds the wick so that the wick does not fall over or does not melt when you put in the wax. So that's my wick. I get wicks without the thread. I get wick holders without the wick because it also helps me with being able to adjust, because some jars are bigger, some jars are smaller. So when you buy the roll wick, it also helps you also. So yeah, that's how I do that. So I try open the wick holder and try adjust the wick also inside my wick holder. So yeah, that's just it. So this is my double-sided glue dots. They come in 64 dots and they are very adhesive. They stick. Yeah, that's just the glue dots, the Post-it glue dots that I buy. So you can buy any other brand. I just prefer the Post-it ones because I've been using them and my wick doesn't come out. So yeah, so I'm gonna stick them in all the jars. So I only have 5 jars now, so I'm gonna stick them in all the 5 jars and also place the wick also. So yeah, then you have to press it down. You have to press your wick and the wick holder down so that it adheres. So preparing the jars before you even warm your wax, it even makes them stick harder, because when you try to put your wick, and I don't have a double boiler, so I use my pot that I use for these candle making things only. So I use 2 pot. The bigger one is works as a double boiler. So I double boil with the small one on the top. So here it's usually I don't double boil anymore because now I'm used to it. So what I usually do, I use my normal pot. I just know when to switch off my stove so that my wax doesn't overboil. And also you just have to also make it get cooler, because after melting now it should get cooler and then your jars will be prepared, everything will be ready. So yes, so don't put your wax when it's too hot, because it's not good for your jars, for your wick, and also for the essential oil also. So yeah, just make sure that your wick is stronger, your wax is cooler, for it to give you that satisfactory dryness when it's getting dry. So for my wick not to fall inside when I pour in my wax, I use my pegs because I don't have the wick holders. So if you have wick holders or you see them when you're going to buy your stuff, you can buy wick holders. For me, I've been using pegs and I've been doing that very well. You just have to make sure that your pegs don't also fall inside, because there are chances that your pegs can also fall inside. If your wax is still hot, so just make sure your wax is cool, it's cool. So yeah, here's my wax now. My wax is cool. If you have a thermometer, you can also check your temperature. I just feel it with my hands most of the time before I put in my essential oil. So I'm making citronella scent candles. So I've bought my citronella from Discam. So my wax here is ready. So I don't put in my essential oil in the pot that I boil with, because I'm still gonna boil more wax for other scents. So what I usually do, I'm gonna take my citronella. I use the is it metal or steel cup. So what I'm gonna do with my citronella, as you can see, it doesn't matter the brand that you are using. So with me, I don't measure my essential oil anymore. I just know the how I want my fragrance or my scent to be. So it doesn't matter how many drops you put in. It's gonna smell the citronella. But if you want the whole house to smell citronella, then you have to put more essential oil. So I put essential oil that will be enough for all the candles. So when I put the wax inside, the wax it's already a bit cool, so it dissolves better. It's not too cold, but it is cool that still melts the essential oil, because it's oil and wax, so it has to mix. So now I'm also putting the other wax in the other pot so it gets warm. So now I'm going to just organize my packs very well so I can have the space to pour my wax. So as I pour my wax, you have to pour your wax that you don't spill the wax. You don't pour over the jar, and you don't pour it until it's full on the first round. So you have to pour it half, maybe pour the other ones. As you can see that my wax is becoming white after pouring it, that's because my wax has already cooled. Also my cup, it's white inside to show that my wax was already cool. So I've put all my wax in, and yeah, this is how it looks like. So we're waiting for it to cool, and then we'll see how it melts and adjust from there. So yeah, now it's like after a whole day. So I'm trying to feel if my wax is dry enough. So I just put my hand and try push it in, and yeah, my wax is dry and my wax is ready. So usually candles you have to put them for a longer time to avoid when you put your finger it presses down or forms bubbles or any other thing. So yeah, now my wax is dry and it's fine and it's ready for any other thing. So I'm just gonna remove my packs one by one from all the jars. So yeah, as you can see inside, my candles are flat, there are no bumps, there are no bubbles, and I didn't fill my jars uh, uh, to the um to the lid, because now if you fill them to the lid, when you start burning it, it's gonna make a hole. So just make sure that your wax is a bit low and it looks clean at the top. It looks nice. So you have to clean your jars from every other thing. So here I've already branded my jars with my stickers, just to, because now it's cold and it's not hot anymore. So I usually don't brand them before I put the wax, because stickers, if something is hot, then it